Hello friends, and welcome back to My Hobby Home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know I sound a little stuffy. I just had a sneezing fit, but I don't normally sound like this. If y'all had seen us at the live tonight with Tammy, Alicia, and myself, you'll tell that I don't sound like this. For some reason, I'm having sneezing fits, so my eyes are red, my nose is red, but we're getting through this. We are working on our Sunbeam Quilt. This is the Fat Quarters by the Dozen book. Let's see if I can get it. There it is. It's page 68. It looks like it's the last quilt in the book, actually. I am on page 70. So what we are doing, last time we made this block. This time we are going to take our short piece of our fat quarters and our long piece of our fat quarters, and we are going to put a small square. On the short piece, we're putting it on the top, and on the long piece, we're going to lay it horizontally and put it on the left. So let's just get started. I am using my laser light to help me position my fabrics. Now, we will be doing these right sides down. Let's see if I can tell which one is... Yeah, I can tell. So we are going to be sewing from top left to bottom right. So we're going to be sewing from here to here. I have not marked these because I am using the laser light. And guys, there will be a link for the laser light down in the description if you are interested in looking at it, checking it out. Not necessarily buying it. If you just want to get more information on it, the one that I have does have the three ways. You can do a pinpoint. You can do a crisscross, like a cross. You can do a single line. Now, I have done a single line. It looks like I'm off just a little bit here. I need to make sure I'm on that line. But I will have a link down in the description for you guys if you are interested in looking at it. I am really loving it. I think I had mentioned... I don't know if we mentioned it on the live, but I know we were talking about it. Tammy, Alicia, and I were talking about it probably before the live. I really, really like the laser light. It helps me because y'all know I was one of those. I did that diagonal line all the time. Now, there are some times that I will still do the diagonal line. If it's a large piece, I may do the diagonal line. I have had people tell me that they use the tape. I can't use the tape on my machine just because of how my machine is designed. I mean, I have seen how people, they cut a little piece and do a little piece here and then do a piece here. I don't want to cover... This here is a clear window so I can see my bobbin, because my bobbin on the Berninas, the bobbin's not up here, it's down here below the machine, so I can see my bobbin, and without having to take the table off, I can change out my bobbin if I need to and still see it. I can see it through that little window. But friends, what we are making, I think we're going to be making 48 of these. It says make 4 from each fat quarter, and we're making 48. Well, we only cut 48. So I'm just making whatever I have. Now, I do need to still pull, I think, 3 fat quarters from the other set of fat quarters, because I'm not using any of the cream colors For my blocks, I'm just using the browns and the pinks. So I will need to pull 3 colors out of the other fat quarter bundle. So I'm hoping I'm only going to be doing an hour here tonight. And you know, that will condense down to about 30 minutes for you guys. I don't know, with it being an hour, I'm not going to have to be pressing anything. So I may just do 30 minutes. We're going to see where we're at. Let's just say that. We're going to see how long it takes us to do all of our short ones. We're hoping to get this quilt done in 4 sessions. It's probably not going to be, but that's okay. I like taking my time, and I think I've even mentioned in a prior video, what y'all see me sewing is all I am sewing. I have not done any behind the scene, nothing extra, because all I sew is what y'all see. Just because that's all I really have the energy to do right now. And I'm just resting the rest of the time. It is late right now. It's actually almost 11 o'clock p.m. I took me a little rest after the live because I wanted to get this out for you guys for today. When you see this, I will actually probably be headed to my daughter's and her fiance's house because his birthday is Monday, and we are having a crawfish boil for his birthday. And I found out his dad's birthday is today, the day you're seeing it. But we're doing a crawfish boil for my future son-in-law, and I've got to carry some things over there. So probably when y'all see this, it should have come out at 9 a.m. I should be on my way to my daughter's house because I've got to carry the mushrooms. I'm going to carry the mushrooms, the sausage, and the peanuts. And all of that goes in the crawfish boil, because we're going to do like sausage dogs for people that don't want the crawfish, and I'll take some little smokies for the kids, you know. And of course I've got to get cocktail sauce. I have to have cocktail sauce with crawfish. I'm probably not going to eat a lot of crawfish. He told me he wasn't going to make them real spicy because he knows, well, you know, the first batch isn't going to be real spicy because he knows I can't do the real spicy. And his baby won't do the real spicy either. Because we went and got crawfish. Well, they got crawfish. I didn't, because I tried one and it set me on fire. It don't take much to set me on fire. Since the big C, I'm very sensitive to spicy foods, and I just don't like that. That makes me upset because crawfish was the one thing I looked forward to every year, and it didn't matter how hot it was, I could eat it. But now I can't. I can't eat. It can't be even the slightest bit spicy. But I don't know what all I'm going to grab to throw in the cooking, you know. I'll probably grab the little smokies and the sausage to put in the first cooking, because you don't want all the spicy in that. But we'll do peanuts in that too, and if I can find them. I have not seen peanuts yet this year, and you want the raw peanuts. Every now and then I'm able to get them at the grocery store. I can find the raw peanuts. And once again, we will be doing 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which is just putting this 48 of this, what we are doing here, which little square on the short rectangle. We have 2 rectangles that we did. If you are doing this with us today, I'm so happy. Amy, I did get your message last night. I did see where you got your book and you're going to be able to do it with us. I'm so excited. I think this is going to be a beautiful quilt. And I actually have a feeling that I will probably make more than one of these quilts. I'm hoping I find another one in the book that I really like too. But this year, my goal is to do 1 quilt out of each book that I have. And I have more than 12 books, but I'm just starting with 12. I've got them all stacked back here behind me. I do want to do a 5-yard quilt too. I think I might have added that book into the stack. So I need to sit down and take all my books and find the pattern and kind of calendar them out to see. Some of them I may have to do during the week. Some will be my Saturdays. But I've got to get my projects boxed up better. I have some back here that I need to, I don't know, unbox, including my D-stash. And guys, I am still having a D-stash. I think I'm going to move it to the end of March just because I keep thinking, okay, I'm going to do it now, I'm going to do it now, but something always comes up. This way, since my videos are coming out only every other day, it will give me time to get some kitted projects in there because I can... You know, if I have like a small Villa Rosa pattern, I may be able to kit up, you know, with some fabric to put in it to make a kit. Because I'm trying to go through everything. I'm trying to get this moved back into, get my office set up over here. Y'all see everything piled up over here. A lot of this is scrap fabric that I still need to go through and determine, you know, if I need to cut it down to a pre-cut size or if I need to put it in a scrap bin to go to someone else. But I really need to get control over my room again. It's just, it's not under control right now. And I am really liking this new bin that I'm using for my projects. But I still have to get the bins that I have back here behind me. They need to be tended to. Because I have some projects in them, and some of them are like things that I've made a lot of, and I just kept the fabric and stuff in them. Like the Nantucket summer bag, the mini charm bags that we did. I have like batting, I have grid. I don't know why that keeps catching up under there like that. I have, you know, zippers in there because I still have several of those left. I do keep meaning to call the sheriff's office to see if they need some more. And I keep forgetting to call them. I don't have very many bags left, but I do want to get them passed out. Get all of them handed out. But, you know, with this sickness and snow and ice and all that, the ones that I had left over, I wasn't able to get them anywhere because I've been trying to get well. But now that I'm on the mend, we have a detention center and I can probably carry them there. The rest of them there. And yeah, I want to tell those that contributed to the the bags of love. Thank you so much. They were such a huge hit. I run into people that work where I left some bags at, and they just can't say enough good stuff about it. So I'm really excited about that. I've gotten to know a few people that work at each location that I did drop-offs for the bags. And I know I never showed photos, but a lot of them is just for privacy. Because they are shelters, for domestic, DA victims. So we have to, be very careful about that. Because it is definitely never my intention to draw light to someone that is trying to fade into the woodwork. Okay, I'm on my last short rectangle here. Okay, so now we are going to go to our longer rectangles here, and we are going to lay them flat and put the same size square on the left end, and we're going to sew from the furthest outside to the inside. I think after this week, I am going to kind of look at the pattern and see how far maybe we can get, because I know we're just going to do these two tonight. But I see where we will be taking this piece. I looked at this and it made it look like all of our things were going to be a green color. It's not. It's whatever your fat quarter color is. But I do need to lay them out so I'm not putting the same color corners as I am the internal star. I guess that's what I'm going to call it, an internal star. But we're also making 48 of the long ones as well. Making sure that's true. Yes, 48. So what I'll have to do once I get all of this done and I get them trimmed and pressed, I will have to sort them out by their color. Because the color is, I have to have 4 of each color. And this way I can kind of pair up the colors once I do that. Because we're kind of going to start making the block in the next step. We're making a corner unit. It's called the corner sunbeam unit in the next step. And so you have your corner piece. Uh-oh, my bobbin is giving me a low bobbin signal. I still have some. I'm not playing bobbin chicken, I'm just running it out. I checked it before the live because I figured it was probably getting low. And I had half of a bobbin left. So it probably is low because I sewed then and I'm sewing now. I did a good cleaning before the live. So it'll probably need another good cleaning and another oiling. I'm just going to keep checking here. But we are getting our, what is this unit called? It doesn't really say what this unit is called. It's going to be the bottom part of the corner Sunbeam unit. I've got a lot piling up right there. Y'all may be able to see it. I love these reproduction fabrics. Amy, thank you for sending these to me. I will definitely be loving this. I'm feeling like I want to try to start doing maybe some more complicated looking patterns. I try to stay pretty easy on my patterns. But I think I want to try maybe some more detailed quilts. Now, I don't mean quilts like the, what's it called? Like the one everybody's doing. I don't like all the animals and all things like that. I don't like all of that. I like traditional quilt blocks, stars, just blocks. I know the Chatsworth is going to be pretty challenging, so I really want to do that one this year too. But I've kind of got to get my list of patterns that I want to do down, kind of schedule them out throughout the year for myself. And maybe that way I won't buy more stuff that I don't need. And if I can schedule it out, I can find the fabric. I can shop my stash first. But I know I'm going to have to be buying fabrics for some things. I just know it. Like that 5-yard quilt, I know I'm going to have to buy fabric for that. Now, I haven't gotten in my stash though, because when I've gone to Stitch in Heaven, each time I've gone there with Kristen with IC Stars Quilting, her retreats, I've always gotten some 1-yard pieces because they have, I guess they call it their remnant room. And it has, like all of their 1-yard pieces in there. And you can just pretty much shop it for 1-yard pieces. And every time I've gone, I've, just grabbed handfuls of them and of the 1-yard pieces. I think we get them for like $5 a yard or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But I do need to get some fabrics for that. I may have some that I can use, but I know I don't have 5 that I can use. Okay, so I'm going to cut this right here because this one here got stuck and I need to take that out because it went crossways. But I'm going to go ahead and change my bobbin also out while I do this. So guys, I'm going to speed y'all up through this. And, oh, there is plenty of bobbin on this. I'm going to go on and change it out. I don't know why my light likes to tell me that I'm out of bobbin when I'm not. I've got a good bit of bobbins still on here. I probably could have finished out what I had. That's upsetting that it's telling me that far in advance that I'm out of bobbin. because that's wasteful. That's very wasteful. Okay, we got that taken care of. Got our bobbin redone, and now I need to reposition my light here because I bumped it when I was rethreading my machine there. Get us back straight. We're going to get these few rectangles that we have left done, and we will call it a day. I want y'all to go have a beautiful day. Where we are, it is going to be up in the 80s again today, even though it got down. Well, it is Friday night right now. It's supposed to get down fairly cool tonight, but it's supposed to be back up in the 80s tomorrow. And we will take that. We don't mind a nice warm day, even though we're going to be in the shade, probably in a breeze, or under the carport. I have a feeling I'm going to be taking my grandson in the house and trying to get him to take a nap, because he gets kind of nasty when he hasn't had a nap. That's okay. I understand. I do too. But we are just doing a quick sewing today, friends. A quick sewing. I'm hoping give myself another week or two, and I'm hoping I am back full-fledged a sewing maniac. I probably won't be, though, because it is going to be summertime. I have got to get my garden going, friends. I have not planted anything, and I have all the best intentions of doing that. And I guess since we're going to have one more frost, that I guess it's a good thing I haven't planted anything. We may have more than one frost. But I may go on and get my okra in the ground. I've got to clean that bed out. I've got to go clean up around my garden. I have some tree limbs that came down during the ice that I haven't gotten up. I noticed we still have some limbs in our yard that my husband wasn't able to get to. And guys, my husband was in an accident Thursday on his way back to work on interstate. He had an 18-wheeler just pull right on over on top of him. Luckily, the driver pulled over, realized he had hit something. And normally that don't happen. Normally they don't stop. Okay, so friends, that is my last rectangle that I've got to sew. But I'm going to go on and be cutting them apart. And we'll talk about what we're going to do here. So next week, we will be assembling the corner Sunbeam unit. This is all I'm going to do today. I could have had most of this done in a weekend if I just sew like I used to sew, and that was hours on end, but I'm not going to do that. It's now after 11 o'clock, and I am going to go let my kitty cats in the house because they've gotten to where they like to be outside later now because it is so nice outside and they like it. And, you know, all the frogs in the ditch now. They like to think they're earning their keep. I can't tell you how many little lizards and frogs has been on my back doorstep. They bring me a gift. As long as it's not a snake, I'm okay. Now, I have one that she likes to bring me snakes. And when I see her coming with something in her mouth, I shut the doors and lock them because I'm like, don't want no snakes. Even though they little garter snakes, no thank you. A snake is a snake is a snake. They all deadly, whether from their bite or from scaring it out of me. They are all deadly. Now, my husband, he knows about snakes, and I let him tend to them, but I don't want no snake. I don't like snakes. Oh, these are all the same length. I don't, no, thank you, do not like snakes at all. So, friends, as I'm cutting these, I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you're able to get in your sewing room today and do you some sewing. Get you some things knocked out. I know I'm not going to get a lot knocked out this weekend. I was hoping I was going to, but I completely forgot that I had that crawfish boil to this weekend for my future son-in-law for his birthday. They were nice enough to invite me. I'm going to be nice enough to go and carry some things. I may get him a cake. I know he likes lemon cake, so I may grab him a lemon cake. Because I'm not going to make one. No. I'm not going to make one. But I may get my grandbaby. I may get some little cupcakes for my grandbaby. And for the little kids that may show up. Because they have friends that have kids. So I may do something like that for them. But friends, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for sewing along. Thank you for listening. Just thank you for being you and being here. I truly appreciate it. If you have not yet, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. It don't cost you a thing, and it means the world to me. Feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, friends.